welcome to another weekly vlog. I just got a mic, so let me know how I sound. The first 3 vlogs, unfortunately, are going to have not up to par audio, so I hope the audio in this vlog is much better. I have a new mic that plugs right into my iPhone. It's clipped right here. Hello, testing. 1, 2, 3. So today's actually Friday. I'm starting this vlog way much later in the week because I was waiting for this mic to come in. So I just got finished putting this wrap up for sale on Queen of Wrap Poshmark Closet. I love this wrap. It's so beautiful. I'm so in love with it. I decided to name it the Cotton Rainbow Fantasy Wrap. It just feels like Cotton Rainbow Fantasy. Did this makeup look to go with it? I love the sparkle that the glitter is giving. Put a little bit of fancy beauty body love on the décolletage. You already know how I do. And I forgot to share with you guys that I got some Chanel earrings. These are the VIP earrings that Chanel gives customers, frequently buy their bags. So it's not like the $500 or $700 Chanel earrings. They're just like the gifted kind. So I didn't cash out on these earrings. I paid a little cute, humble coin for them just so I can manifest, the luxurious life that I want. These earrings are beautiful. I've always wanted the CC earrings. So it's not like they're fake. I just looked it up. I was like, okay, what's the difference between Chanel's VIP earrings and then the actual earrings like you purchase outside of the bags? And they're just a lower quality earring just for gifting purposes. So she ain't real diamond, honey, but she real cute. She look real if you wouldn't know the damn difference. I haven't been consistent on my meal plan. I actually haven't even worked out yet. I still need to do my workout clothes try on haul and then get to working out. So I haven't even started working out yet. I've just been eating cleaner. But eating clean is 80% of, looking and feeling good. So I'm 80% there. We just have to get to the 20%. We're not 20% there yet, but we are 80% there. So I think I'm just gonna cheat this weekend. Not cheat, do a little bread action, maybe a little taco, okay? And then grocery shop on Sunday and then get back to it on Monday. I'm not being too strict with myself just yet because I haven't started working out yet. But I feel like I start every vlog off with a little haul, okay? A little PR haul. So let's do that. First, I have to do sponsored content with Vesca Beauty. If you guys pay attention to what I upload, I did review their bronzers and I settled on really loving the shade Santorini in their bronzer. It's just so perfect. It's so beautiful. And now they're coming out with highlights. So they want me. That's really cool how when I just authentically or voluntarily review a brand that they reach out to me and want to work with me. I think that's so cool how that works. It's like, damn, y'all like me, y'all like my personality, y'all really love who I am. Like, it's just really cool. It's like I be voluntarily doing these reviews and they tune into it, they watch it, and girl, they reach out to want to work with me. So I'm very blessed. We have their highlighters. I love their packaging. They look like a Sephora brand, but they're not in Sephora yet. I feel like they'll be in Sephora soon. So I got 4 of their highlighters. They want me just to take a photo of the highlight because y'all know I love to glow, very fitting. Then they also want me just to swatch the highlighters, take a nice cute lifestyle photo with the arm swatch and everything. And that's my sponsorship. This sponsorship was really cool, you guys, because when brands reach out to me, when they ask me what my rate is, they always offer 9 times out of 10, they counter offer a very low ball insulting number. You would be surprised, like hundreds of brands do this to me. But this brand, Vesca Beauty, I said my rate and they said, okay, cool. I'm like, what? Wait, what? There was no counter offer. They didn't try to negotiate with me or kind of argue with me or debate with me what my rate is. I just said what I wanted to be paid and they literally said, okay, girl, what's your address to send over the product? I'm like, what? First of all, that rarely happens. Like, that doesn't happen very often. It's very rare, okay? But I'm just so blessed, grateful, and thankful, and that makes me so happy. First of all, Vesca Beauty is a very new brand. They haven't even been a brand for a year yet. I think this November they'll be a brand for a year or something like that. And the fact that they heard my rate and said, okay, cool, girl, what's your address so we can send over the product and get going? Like these global multi-million-dollar beauty brands that have been in Sephora for decades don't even give me that same respect. Don't even give me that same courtesy. You'd be surprised how many everyday brands that you guys know that are household name brands do not want to pay influencers. They reach out to influencers and are insulting and offer just such insulting rates. Like, girl, insulting. It's like you wanting to go to work today to get a job and they're offering you $5 an hour. Who the fuck would take $5 an hour? Bitch, not me, and not you either. Like, that's how insulting it be. Or it is. But shout out to Vesca Beauty. They are paying your girl right. Okay, next, Lady Gaga's brand reached out to me, Haas Laboratories, and they also want to work with me too. So they reached out to me, sent me PR, and then literally just this morning, they hopped into my emails wanting to work with me on a collection. I'm like, shout out to the blessings that are lining up in order. Like, shout out to Jesus. I just feel so grateful, thankful, and blessed. I'm still a little bit overwhelmed because a lot of these are quick turnarounds. Like, they want me to have, you know, the finished image or the finished video in like a week. So I'm kind of stressed. You know, I feel like I can't be as creative as I want to because I'm on a time crunch. But I'm still very grateful and blessed and thankful nonetheless. I can't wait to like go on a vacation. Like, when is outside gonna open up? Can I go to the spa? Is the spa open? I don't know. But anyways, I got a lot of stuff from, it's so much, girl, I'm not gonna open it up. I'll probably do a makeup tutorial, but just know, girl, it's a lot. They sent me a nice note. It says, hi lovely, here are some new Haas Lab goodies for your stash. Can't wait to hear what you think. But yeah, it's so much. This makes me want to do like a grungy makeup look. Like, fall is right around the corner. Fall's right around the corner, honey. So I really want to do a grungy makeup look. I don't know. I really want to channel some fall vibes this year. Maybe I'll just, what it look like? Let me just open it up. What is this? This is a lip gloss. Okay, let me just see what it actually looks like. Okay, this is what the packaging looks like. I like it. This is a lip gloss. Okay, cool. Let me just go through a few things. Honey. What is this? Matte. Okay, matte lip crayon. Y'all, I'm not gonna go through all of that. Okay, and this is from my P.O. box. One of my followers has a brand called Ex-Girlfriend. Honestly, her page is so cute. Like, she has such cute stuff. And she sent me her neon pigments. So I need to try these out. Dibble and dabble into these. So shout out to one of my followers. Her brand is Ex-Girlfriend. Super cute. Page is super cute. Starface sent me their hydrating face cream. This is the brand that has those star acne patches. So this is that same brand. I love yellow. Ooh, yellow, so bright. And then Huda Beauty is sending me something like every 2 days. They came out with a new highlighter. They sent me a face and body brush. Their new highlighter is called Nymph. It's huge. This is in the shade Flora. Oh yeah, this thing big, y'all. It's like the size. It's hella big, y'all. Like the size of my titty. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, this is huge. You can put this all over your body, all over your face. This will last you a long time. So shout out to Huda. She's always coming out with new things like every week, honey. I can't keep up. And then lastly, Skin Iceland. I worked with it once, way when I was smaller. They sent me a skincare package, so I have their cooling daily lotion, their Nordic skin peel, their glacial face wash, their pure cloud cream, hydro cool firming eye gels. I actually don't be using eye patches and gels like that, so maybe I should try doing it. And lastly, their hydro cool brightening face mask. So on this week's agenda, well, it's the weekend right now, I have to do the Vesca Beauty sponsorship. That's due on Monday. I have to post, finally, the Honest Beauty IGTV that's going up this Monday. I had to wait till, give y'all some more tea. Sometimes you're in an girl, can I speak? Exclusivity? Yes. Sometimes you're in exclusivity with brands. So with some brands, I'm in a 30-day exclusivity window, which means for 30 days, I cannot use any other brands within the same category as them. So for example, if I worked with L'Oreal, what's just like L'Oreal? Maybelline, Neutrogena, you know, those kind of mass beauty brands. I can't work with any of those brands. Well, I could work with them, but I just can't post the content for 30 days. So I was in exclusivity with Neutrogena, If you guys saw that sponsorship, I love that one. It was so cute and it did so well. So because of that, I could not post my Honest Beauty sponsorship for 30 days. So it was cool with the brand. They was cool with it, even though they was kind of giving me a little bit of a hard time about it. But like, what can I do? I signed the contract that means I agreed to not, post any brand that's kind of like Neutrogena for 30 days. So sometimes brands will do that to you. I think that's the longest exclusivity period I've personally had. Most of mine are like 1 week, which is pretty easy. So most of mine are like 1 week, but yeah, I had to wait 30 days, girl. And the 30 days is up August 3rd, so this coming Monday for me. Y'all gonna see this way later in August, so I can finally post that so make sure you guys read your contracts. Read the important stuff, okay? So you don't get yourself in trouble, get yourself sued, get yourself blacklisted. So read those important aspects of the contract. And then after that, I don't have any other exclusivity periods with any other brands. I think Neutrogena was the only one that had me have that. So I'm cool to work with or post any other sponsorship that I want to. The thing about this is I have to make that judgment. Like, I'd be like, wait, what other brand is like Neutrogena? I'm just going to assume, because it doesn't tell you the brand. You kind of have to make that judgment yourself. So I just thought, what's like Neutrogena? Honest Beauty is damn near a mass beauty brand now, because Jessica Alba is trying to go into all avenues with it. So I made that judgment. Anyways, that's boring. So tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm going to work on the Vesca Beauty sponsorship, or I can work on it on Sunday. I don't think it's going to take me that long. It's just a photo, 2 photos, my face, and an arm swatch. And then the next sponsorship I have lined up is with Haus Labs. I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Haus or is it House? I don't know. Lady Gaga's makeup brand. And that has a quick turnaround time. So they're only giving me a week. So girl, I'm back to work, back to work. But anyways, I think later we'll try One Size Beauty. I tried it once. It's so good, you guys. Like, this is a makeup remover. I was so satisfied. So we'll try that as well. And I think I'm gonna go to dinner with my mans, or maybe order takeout, because most places aren't open. Some seating is seating outside, but for the most part it's only takeout. So we'll probably get some Indian food. I want to watch Beyonce's Black is King film. So girl, I need some good food. I need some champagne, okay, some prosecco, and just enjoy the night. I'm stressed. I have cramps. Mother Nature is here. The things women have to work through. The pain women have to work through. Gosh. Makeup, baby. She is sitting. I love the glow Fenty Body Whopper puts on my chest. Yes. The twinkle, the glimmer. Shop my head wrap down below. It's only $15 on Poshmark, plus tax, plus shipping. So maybe like $21 after the tax and shipping. Wait, hold on. $22 after the tax and shipping, which is still not that much, honey. And this lasts forever. It's machine washable, okay? It comes out looking the same after you wash it. I always wash my wraps and my laundry. And girl, get you a wrap that lasts forever, okay? Shop with me, honey. Hey y'all, so it is a new month. Today is actually August 2nd, but I know I'm filming all these vlogs way in advance, so you're seeing my past self. But anyways, now it's time to set my goals. In the beginning of this year, well, March basically, when this whole pandemic became serious, I was actually really defeated on setting goals, so I stopped for March and April-ish, like mid-April. But then I just realized the importance of goal setting and manifesting what you can control. So mid-April, I was like, bitch, you better pick up that pen. By the way, the Papermate Inkjoy gel pens are my absolute favorite to write with. They're so fluid, pigmented. They're the best pens, y'all. Try these pens. Anyways, I picked up my damn Papermate Inkjoy pen. I was like, bitch, stop. You better start writing your goals, because you can control some situations within what we're going through right now. So I picked my pen back up, y'all, and I will never not write goals down every month. So I always make monthly goals. This one's for August. This is my Artist of Life workbook by a YouTuber here. Her name is Lavender. She's like a planner, life kind of style influencer. I would describe her as like a planner influencer, like an influencer who helps you plan your life. Like, that's basically what she is. I love her aesthetic. I love her vibe. This is her third creation. I think her first one was 2017, and I have that one. So we're in August, so I always write the theme of August. And then my top goals for this month, I make them doable. Like, make them doable. Don't write dreams out. Write goals. Like, I'll post 5 videos this month. Like, that's a goal, okay? Don't say I'll post 27 videos, because girl, you're not gonna do that. Post something that's realistic, achievable, doable, that you can do. And then mini goals, like I'll paint my nails twice a week. I don't know, girl, something mini like that. Or I'll wash my hair twice this month. Any notes? And then after August is over, I just describe the month in one word, the highlights from the month, and reflecting on the month. So that's basically what I'm about to do right now. All right, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to put my mic on, but it's on right now. So hopefully it sounds better. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm learning. The mic's right here. This looks like so professional. Anyways, let me make sure not to cover up my mic too. So today's Sunday, August 2nd. Horrible angle. Oh my gosh. Okay. I fell off on my shred a little bit. I had Indian food last night and this night. Well, I had the leftovers today because somebody used my Uber Eats code. Thank you guys for using my codes that I listed down below my description box. Someone used my Uber Eats code, which gets you $7 off, and then it gives me $20. So I had a $20 credit, and I was hungry and I didn't feel like cooking, and I was like, bitch, I'm kind of craving Indian food. So I ordered it. I always get like the curry, naan, and the jeera rice, just like my favorite go-to, and a samosa. So I had that yesterday, and then I finished it up today. But then I went to the grocery store today to get my shred groceries, so we're on menu 2. I have not started working out yet, you guys. I don't know how to work out on my own, but we're gonna try to follow Chloe Ting's workouts because she's hot right now, and her workouts are like super short, like 15-20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's never longer than like 30 minutes. So I really need to start working out. I fell off a little bit, not entirely too much. Like, I didn't pig out. I just ate bread, naan. I can have chicken, I can have a little bit of rice with this meal plan, but I had McDonald's on Friday. I know. I fucked up. It's okay. We're back on track. I bought the groceries, so there's no excuse for me not to eat. This meal plan is actually really delicious, really fulfilling. Later tomorrow, I get a lot of questions. I was just on Twitter. I get a lot of questions about how influencers pay taxes. So tomorrow, I will break that down for you. Not tonight. I'm kind of tired. But don't you fret. Like a few minutes. I don't know how long I'm going to be talking right now, but in a few minutes, I am going to go ahead and break it down to the best of my ability. It's actually fairly simple. It's not difficult at all. But I'll break it down for you so you guys can understand, because some people are really curious. I think it's pretty straightforward and easy. But if you aren't self-employed, then you wouldn't, I guess, know this. So I'm sipping on some Prosecco. Cheers, you guys, if you guys are partaking in a glass. Real Housewives of Potomac comes on tonight. I only watch Real Housewives of Potomac and Real Housewives of Atlanta because I just like watching my black, uppity, bougie aunties, okay? I can't relate to any other Real Housewives. Like, I can't relate to white women, okay? I just can't. So I only watch those two because those are the only 2 black casts of the Real Housewives franchise. I wish they would add one more because all the other Real Housewives are white casts, or majority white casts. I don't want to say all of them, but majority white casts. There's only 2 black casts. So I wish they would add on one more city so the Real Housewives franchise can have 3 black casts. Like, girl, where else? First of all, I never heard of damn Potomac until this Housewives franchise. I never knew the city of Potomac existed. So I just want, like, where else do black people live, y'all? I know they can make a black Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I know they can. Can they do it? Anyways, so I'm about to write my August goals. It's very important that you guys do set goals. Just set. It doesn't have to be extreme or grand. Just say, I'm going to eat more fruit this month. I'm going to eat more vegetables this month. It could be that simple. I'm going to write every morning. I'm going to pray every morning. I'm going to meditate every morning. I'm going to do yoga every morning. Like just write down achievable goals, things that you can control. Because obviously we can't control what's going on in the world right now, but we can control our daily life. We can control what goes on in our daily life. We can control our actions. We can control what we choose to do with our time. So write down those kind of goals, because in March I did feel so defeated. I was like, writing goals is pointless now. Like, the world is going to shit. That's just how I felt at first. I just felt so defeated, you guys. I was so down. I didn't know what to do. And then I was like, bitch, See, my good sis, my brain, she be getting me together sometimes. Like, bitch, you better pull out that damn pen and start writing out the things you can't control, period. And then things have turned around. I'm just so grateful and thankful and blessed. And I just want to thank you guys for supporting me. Like, I get a few hate comments, but girl, I laugh them off because they're never really that deep. I don't really care. Like, people could say nasty things about me, but I don't care. It really does not affect me at all. It's more funny than anything. But I have really great subscribers and followers. Like, I know you guys by name. I recognize your icons and your names. I'm just really appreciative. Girl, my damn tongue, I swear. Why the fuck does it do that? I'm very appreciative of you guys so much. I'm so grateful. I'm always thanking God for my amazing audience and my amazing followers. You guys give me amazing energy and amazing love and support. Girl, I just so damn thankful anyways. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'll never be the person who cries on camera because it makes me so uncomfortable that I'm a little, I don't know if I would do it, y'all. Maybe I will, and that'll be a token joy video. I don't know if I'd ever get emotional on camera. I'm just literally not that type of person. I'm weird with emotion. I do not get emotional in front of people. Like, even super happy. I feel weird for being super happy in front of people. It's weird. Like, I have to be super happy when no one's looking. I don't know. It's weird. It's dumb. It's probably complicated why I'm that way. Probably need to see a therapist to understand myself a little bit more. Because even I can't even answer the question on why emotion makes me feel uncomfortable. I do know. Actually, I do know. Specifically crying. Crying makes me uncomfortable. Even sometimes when I'm just in my own presence, like no one is around me. I know I just went off on a whole different tangent. But anyways, it makes me uncomfortable because it feels like I'm losing control over my composure. You know, like my composure of not crying. I don't know, this, okay? It makes me feel like I'm losing control over my composure and I'm trying to grip the control back. But then I'm slowly losing grip of the control of my composure, and it makes me feel weak. And it's like, bitch, it's like I feel like I'm losing my strength over my own self, and I'm losing power over my own self. Like, I'm trying to keep the grip on my non-crying self. Like, okay, when I'm crying or when I'm about to cry and I feel like I'm about to cry, it feels like the curtain is being pulled, and I'm trying to stop the curtain from being pulled. And I hate that I'm losing the grip because it makes me feel like I'm losing power over me. And that's how it feels. Like, that's the best way I could describe it. But that's specifically crying. Happiness, the reason why I feel uncomfortable with happiness is because when growing up, when I was extremely excited about something, anything, someone would always burst my bubble. Like, don't get too excited. Why are you so excited? Girl, something bad might happen. Like, I could never feel true excitement because someone would burst my bubble about it. Oh my gosh, people be fucking up your whole mentality when you're a kid. Because when you're a child, you're just so impressionable. You're like a sponge. That's why it's very important how you speak to children. Girl, what the fuck am I even talking about? But anyways, it's very important how you speak to children because the adult you are is from the kid you were. Oh my gosh, that's true. Like, there's so many fucked up adults because of their childhood. Your childhood shapes who you become as an adult. And of course you can unlearn things and become a better person, and grow, but your childhood really can fuck up your adulthood, like, truly. Like, watch how the fuck you speak to children. I was gonna say children. Watch how you speak to children. Be careful what you say around them. Like, only give love and sow love and positivity and upliftment and encouragement and confidence in the kids. Because adults be fucking up kids' minds. Some fucked up adults. I really should stop cursing like that. I really should. Wow, I'm just so profane. Like, where the... Y'all want to know how I start... This was so random. But y'all want to know how I first started cursing? It's so dumb, too. I used to be so afraid of cursing. Like, if I cursed, I felt like I committed a whole sin, right? Do you guys watch Cat Williams? Okay, Cat Williams had his Pimp Chronicles comedy tour. My favorite comedy tour of his. Is literally the best comedy show ever. I watched that show and I literally memorized all his jokes. It's so dumb. That's literally how I started cursing. was memorizing Cat Williams' comedy jokes on his Pimp Chronicle tour. That's some ratchet ass shit right there. That's so dumb. But yeah, quick story time on how I started cursing. I should not have been watching Cat Williams at that age, y'all. Good evening, you guys. Today's shred dinner is jalapeno fish tacos. So we have some codfish, some feta cheese, some jalapenos, and some cabbage. Unfortunately, I can't have sour cream, but this is my dinner. It actually looks and smells pretty good. It's my first time cooking fish, actually. Looks juicy still, okay? Y'all see that juice? Y'all see that garlic? So I'm about to enjoy this, and I'll talk to y'all in a quick second. Good evening, you guys. It's now like 10 p.m. Today's Monday, August 3rd. I should start like saying the dates and like putting them in the screen. I'm filming these so far in advance. Girl, I don't even be knowing what the fuck today is. Anyways, today I filmed, or actually I didn't, well, I filmed a TikTok, but I did this beat using new Vesca Beauty highlighters. Let me actually get the highlighters real quick, hold on. So today was sponsorship work day, so I had a sponsorship with Vesca Beauty. If you guys remember, I did a review reviewing their bronzers. I really like the Santorini bronzer. If you guys were wondering which bronzer shade I ended up really liking, the Santorini shade is perfect. But they wanted me to do a look using their new highlighters. They're so beautiful. I used them as my eyeshadow as well, so I used the bronzer as eyeshadow, and then I use the highlighters as my shimmer lid shade. They're actually very beautiful. They give you a very lit from within look, so it doesn't look like powdered ass highlighter is sitting on your cheekbone. So they're actually really pretty, really wet. They're very moist to the touch. They're in smaller containers than their bronzers. So this is the bronzer shade. This is my shade Santorini. This is how small the highlighters are. I had to do just an Instagram photo and then an arm swatch photo. So by the time this vlog goes up, you should have already seen that post. I really loved it. I love this look. I've been trying to really perfect softer glam because I swear it always comes out more dramatic than I intend it to be each and every time I try to do soft glam. But I think today, honey, she is channeling soft and I really love it. We did a very humble brown wing and I did a half lash today, you guys. So my inner lash, like right here, that's just mascara. Shout out to my lashes, okay? I'm wearing Huda Beauty mascara. And then I just cut the lash in half and the lash is literally just right here. It's so much more comfortable, actually. I need to start doing half lashes. I'm here for it, honey. So I use the shade Santorini as my bronzer. They do look deceiving in the container. Like this looks like my skin tone, but then when I put it on my skin, it does add depth and warmth. But it just looks cool and flat in the container. I don't know why. I did pop another bottle of champagne. It was a long day. My back is killing me. You know how you guys, if you just accidentally sit on like some clothes or like a jacket and it like is irritating your back, so you just move it right from under you. Okay, yesterday I was sitting on a jacket and I was like, oh, damn it. And then I pulled the jacket out from under me, but I think I pulled it out from under me wrong. And girl, my lower back, girl, child, it's painful. Ooh, I feel old, like right here. Ooh, yeah, it's painful. I gotta get a chiropractic alignment. So today was a long day only because when I get paid to do things, I beat myself up over it being perfect and it being a good look and it being a great picture. And I'm not like an arm swatch person as far as taking the photo. So I was beating myself up over how the photo was coming out. I was like, I fucking suck. I never do this. Like, shout out to people who take arm swatch photos and actually do that, because it's actually more work than you think it is. You got to set up the props. Okay, the photo has to look aesthetically pleasing. I made sure to put the Vesca Beauty bronzers in the picture as well as highlight and set them up so they look nice in the photo. And I was like in some weird ass, again, that's why my back hurts as well. I was in some weird ass angles, like trying to put my phone up here so, you know, I can get a good shot of my arm, making sure the highlight shade translated on it. Anyways, it was frustrating. I was just beating myself up over it. I always do that, especially when I get paid to do something, because again, I want to be worth the pay, or I want them to know that I was worth working with. Like, that's always in my mind. Like, I want to be worth working with. I don't want a brand to feel like they wasted their money on me. They wasted their time on me. I suck as a creator. Like, they're never working with me ever again. So I'm just really hard on myself when it comes to paid content. I just did my backyard photos because they wanted me to do that. Like, shout out to that. Like, the fact that brands request my iPhone photos, like I be taking those photos on my iPhone. The fact that they request that kind of quality, I'm like, okay, I might be doing something all right. Thank goodness. I just love taking phone photos. I love working on my phone, actually. Like, working on my phone, I love doing it. I love everything being at the tip of my fingers. I love all the apps that I use. I just really like working on my phone. So that's why it's important to me to always get the latest iPhone. I'm waiting for the iPhone 11s to come out because I always be getting the S series. Like, I just always get the S's. I had the 6S. I have the XS Max right now. So I'm just waiting on the 11S. Then I'll upgrade to that one. I always get the S's because I feel like with the S's, they always fix what the problem was with the original numbered. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I promise you guys I talk about taxes. Let's get into it. Did I have anything else to say? Oh girl, did I tell you about House Labs? Lady Gaga's makeup line? Yes, I have to work on that tomorrow. That's a really tight deadline campaign as well. They hit me up last Friday. Yeah, last Friday hit me up. We literally talked on the phone and landed and secured the deal literally in like 30 minutes. That's why I really appreciate brands. First of all, they know what the fuck they want, okay? They have the coin and then they're already ready to work and send out the product. I literally got the product on Saturday. So they overnight shipped it to me. I think I told you guys. Overnight shipped it to me. It's here, girl. We hopped on a call today just for the creative direction. They seemed really excited to work with me. And every time brands work, well, maybe not every time, but if I feel comfortable enough, I'll just be asking them, how the hell did y'all find me? Like, I asked them, I was like, oh, just out of curiosity, how did you guys find me? Like, how was I on Lady Gaga's beauty brand's radar? And it's because if you guys know those beauty repost pages like Wake Up and Makeup, that's like a very popular one. I think that's one of the biggest beauty repost pages. Anyways, Wake Up and Makeup reposted me like 3 times actually. Because of the Black Lives Matter movement. So Wake Up and Makeup was showing a lot of love to black creators. Shout out to the person behind that account. But Wake Up and Makeup reposting me onto their page, that's how a few brands that decided to work with me, June and July, and now August, that's how they found me. So that's really cool. Like, that's the power of a repost. Like, you never know who's following what account. Like, what brand marketing managers following what account. So the fact that me being reposted on Wake Up and Makeup's page enabled me to get like 3 brand deals. Like, I just feel so grateful. Like, ooh, I just got chills, girl. Like, my gratitude makes me so emotional. Like, my gratitude just gives me so chills, girl. I'm just so grateful, thankful, and blessed. That's why I beat myself up over this, because I never want to take for granted these opportunities that are coming my way. I want God to know that I'm grateful for these opportunities, and I want you guys to know that I'm grateful. I want to always remain grounded and humble. Anyways, girl, I'm rambling. Let's get on to the doggone taxes. Okay, so I get this question a lot, and I see it a lot on how influencers pay taxes. And it's honestly, it can get complicated, but at first it's actually very simple. So if you are not employed by anybody, meaning you don't have a 9 to 5, you don't clock in anywhere, you're basically an entrepreneur and self-employed, then you would just file the self-employed tax. So we don't get W-2s like people who are employed get W-2s. So you guys, the people, I'll just say the working class who like receives W-2s and is employed by somebody, you guys don't have to keep track of your income because you get a W-2 in the mail telling you how much you made that year. For self-employed people or independent contractors, it's also what I'm named. That's basically a freelancer. We would have to keep track of our income because, I mean, some brands do send you 1099s. That is a form of non-employment income. I know it kind of gets complicated. So 1099 is basically just, you get it at the same time people get W-2s. So a 1099 is basically, like, just say I worked for L'Oreal, just say that. And L'Oreal paid me X amount of dollars for a campaign I did in January. Just say that. So next January comes, L'Oreal's going to send me a 1099 in the mail of the dollar amount they paid me for that campaign back in January. It's just like a documentation. So when you start to work for bigger brands, you have to fill out what's called a W-9 form, which is just a tax form. So it's very simple form. You just put your name, address, and your social security number, and that's for the brand's tax purposes, so they can send me a 1099 in the mail. And that's how you can't get away with paying people under the table. I mean, some I'd say starter brands, like when you get paid through PayPal, technically that's a little bit under the table, because you don't sign or you don't have to fill out a W-9 for PayPal payments. Especially hair companies do this. They just send you the payment through PayPal. Technically it's a little bit under the table, but I don't know, girl, like it can become a slippery slope real quick if you just don't document your income, because not every brand asks you to fill out a W-9. Technically getting paid under the table, but I don't really want to call it that because it's not really that, but it's just not documented by the IRS. When a brand makes you fill out a W-9, your income that you made from that brand is now documented to the IRS. So if you were to not do your taxes that year, but a brand sent you a 1099, then the IRS would be like, girl, hold up, you didn't claim that income that you made with L'Oreal. How come? I'm sorry if I'm a little jumbled. I didn't write any notes. I'm basically improving, okay? Influencers, content creators, freelancers, if you will, independent contractors, everyone who's basically an entrepreneur, freelancer, we're an expense to brands. So that's why we don't get paid the same as employees get paid, like every 2 weeks or every week. Some people get paid every week, every 2 weeks. Some people get paid once a month. Depending on how you get paid, that's how you get paid. But influencers are an expense. So we're an expense on the brand's accounting cycle. So that's why, girl, sometimes you don't get paid for 2 months after completing a sponsorship, because some brands are on that type every 2 month, bi-monthly accounting cycle. Some brands 3 months, so they're on a quarterly accounting cycle. Some brands will pay you in 30 days. I love those brands, okay? I really don't like waiting more than 30 days to get paid. That's why we don't get paid traditionally. The way we get paid is literally so frustrating because it's not on time. Like, brands are always late with the payments. But honestly, recently, my payments have been early. Shout out to that, okay? Just to answer, because I know people have questions on why we don't get paid traditionally. It's because we're an expense. We're not on payroll. We're like we're the advertising expense to the brand. Anyways, this is where self-employment tax is kind of lit, okay? This is where it gets lit. So because I'm a beauty content creator, everything I buy from Sephora is a business expense, so a tax write-off. Anything I buy from Ulta, tax write-off. Anything beauty related I choose to buy with my money, tax write-off. Anything you see in my videos, tax write-off. That plant, tax write-off. This mirror, tax write-off. This IKEA organization cubicle thing, tax write-off. My lights, tax write-off. I ain't paid for my bed. I had this bed for a while, but because you see my bed in vlogs, tax write-off. If an influencer decorates their apartment and then they do an apartment tour, or like a fully furnished apartment tour, they can now claim every single decor item, every single piece of furniture as a business expense. That's where it gets fun, because this is how taxes work when you're self-employed. You do not get taxed until after you make your money. So just say you made $50,000 in the year, but you have $25,000 in business expenses, meaning you spent $25,000 this year to buy stuff for your business, buy makeup, buy lights, buy a camera, buy decor. You now will only get taxed on $50,000 minus $25,000. So you would get taxed on the $25,000. That's how self-employment tax works. So you wouldn't get taxed on the $50,000 if you spent $25,000 on business expenses. That's why they encourage you to buy stuff for your business. Like, don't be cheap. Don't try to not buy anything for your business. You want to buy for your business, because would you rather get taxed on $50,000 or would you rather get taxed on $25,000? You feel me? You'd rather get taxed on the lesser amount. It's like, would you rather pay more money to the IRS, or would you rather spend your money the way in which you want to buy things for your business and then pay a fee to the IRS? So that's how our taxes work when it comes to employment taxes. Like when you get W-2s, you're taxed before you even make your money. So your money was already decided where it was going to go before you even received the check. So that's kind of the difference. It gets more complicated, you know, when you have kids in the family and you're doing withholdings and you have dependents. That's all different. So that is the difference in self-employment, independent contractor taxes. But it just gets more complicated when you start to own businesses, okay? When you start to have a lot of different streams of income and it's kind of hard to keep track of all the expenses. For me, I'm pretty simple. I only have ahliyahmichelle, my channel, and then Queen of Rap. So mine is pretty simple right now, but when it gets more complicated, you do want to like have an accountant help you out, girl. So I do my taxes on H&R Block. 1 year, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, I tried to do it on TurboTax and I filled the whole thing out. But TurboTax, when you file for self-employment tax, yeah, TurboTax charges you like $200 to $300 to even file your taxes. So just do it through H&R Block because it's free, girl. Like, I don't know why TurboTax is trying to charge me. I'm glad I caught it out because I was trying to file my taxes, but it was like, you need to pay $200 in order to do it. And I was like, why do I need to pay $200? This was before I owed anything. Like, I was just filing them. That's why I'll link it down below, the like template I use to input all my bills and all my expenses, because I have to keep track of that myself. I'm not a person who likes to keep receipts. I basically pay everything with a debit or credit card, so it's digitally documented. So I don't keep receipts. But I do just I do write down or type into my phone because I use it on Google Sheets. Super easy. It's right at the tip of your fingers. Okay, shout out to my phone. Shout out to Google. Every time I make a business expense, I write it in so I don't forget that I made that purchase. I keep track of my income. I just tally it up, see how much I made in a month, write it down, and then I'll just add all 12 numbers together at the end of the year. And all I have to do when I do taxes is punch in the numbers because I already did it throughout the whole entire year. I do not wait until April to figure out how much I made or what my expenses were. It's all in a document. So girl, all I do is punch in numbers. I make it super easy on myself. I'll link it down below, the template that I use. It's an Excel template. All of the formulas are there. Literally all you have to do is punch in the numbers. You don't have to figure out equations or anything. It's all like embedded into the template. So shout out to Miss Tony. She's the one who made the template. If you guys follow her on Twitter, I love her. It's literally only $1. I mean $2. It's literally only $2 template. I don't know why she made it that cheap because it's so good. It's only a $2 template and you can use it forever. So it's very important that you keep track of every single payment and purchase. Because I don't know, you just don't want to play that game of not being honest with your income. You know what? I don't even damn know, because if you're not making that much money, would the IRS even come for you, girl? But girl, let me tell you what, I was backed up with taxes. Ooh, girl, I'm glad I got myself out of that though. That's what I was going to say. I do an installment agreement. I was just backed up in my installment agreement. So I owed taxes, but I was like, girl, I'm not about to pay this right now. Like, I didn't want to pay it in full. So you can get an installment agreement. So you file your taxes, you owe this amount. But if you don't want to pay it right then and there, because girl, when you start making more money, it'd be large. I'm like, damn, I don't want to pay that right now. So I just do the installment agreement, and I'm about to do it this year. I just filed my taxes since they extended it to July. I had to mail my taxes in this year though, because H&R Block rejected my taxes. I don't know why, girl. Because I made sure I dotted my I's, crossed my motherfucking T's. Okay, so I don't know why I got rejected. So I mailed in my taxes this year. But the good thing about H&R Block, I didn't have to do nothing. All I had to do was print it out, sign it, mail it. Super easy. Shout out to H&R Block. You honestly can choose the amount you want to pay each month, but interest does rack up, girl. That's why I was backed up in damn taxes. I mean, we're out of that now. Choosing the option of the installment agreement just gives you a little bit extra time to get that money together to pay the IRS what you owe them. If you become an LLC, I think that's when you pay quarterly taxes, but I'm not an LLC, girl. I'm a sole proprietor. You do not have to have an LLC to be self-employed. An LLC is simply a type of business. Just like a corporation, just like a C corporation. It's just a type of business. So don't get caught up in LLCs and it's just a type of business. Anyone can be self-employed. You can just be a sole prop, an individual. Self-employed just means you're not employed by anybody and you just work for yourself and you make money yourself. Okay, so I hope that answered it. Leave me any questions down below. It's not really as hard as it is. You just filling out taxes a different way, and it's now your responsibility to keep track of your income and your expenses. So utilize those tax deductions. So everything I buy, girl, I can even, this shirt that I just bought at Target, business expense, honey, because I showed y'all on my last vlog. Take advantage. I'm tired, y'all. That was a lot of talking. I hope I answered your questions. Leave me a question down below if I didn't, okay? Nico, you got a new toy? Y'all, my mom got him this little toy that has a flavor center. He is in heaven, y'all. He has not let that toy go all morning. Nico, you got a toy? You got a toy? And he got his bone right there, right by his side. I think that has flavor too. Y'all, he is in heaven. Okay, he is happy. He is occupied. He is going in on that toy. You got a new toy, Nico? You got a new toy? Alright, so right now, you guys, I'm trying to figure out how I want Queen of Rap to look. So I'm just kind of flipping through a bunch of fonts right now to figure out how I want the name branding to look, because I literally, truly don't know. Like, I can't envision it in my head. So I'm just trying to flip through some fonts to see which font looks like the one. Like, it looks like that's how Queen of Rap is going to be written and how it's going to be branded. I just recently bought some business cards and thank you cards that are actually printed out. Because it's getting a lot on my hand, girl, to write each and every thank you note out, even though I love to do that because it's just a little bit more personalized. But I'll show you what they look like when they come in the mail. So I'm just flipping through fonts to figure out, girl, how I want this written. And then I'm going to go ahead and go on Amazon and buy these labels, since I already have like a label printer, just so I can print out branding, like, so I don't have to buy it. All I have to do is buy the labels and then print it out. I'm gonna make it on this app I use called PicMonkey. You guys should really use PicMonkey. It's very helpful. This is how I make all my thumbnails, and as you see, my thumbnails is here. How I make my Instagram story highlights as well. I just use PicMonkey. So I'm gonna make like my branded sticker, like with the font of Queen of Rap, however it's gonna be written, girl. I'm gonna make my own sticker as opposed to like buying it, because I want creative control over how that looks. So that's what we're gonna be doing today, y'all. You guys, this fish, I mean, it looks kind of crazy right now, but I never cook fish. I literally don't know how to do it. If I don't know how to cook something, girl, minced garlic. I put a little bit of taco seasoning on it since it is a taco. This is for a rice bowl though. I just cooked it, you know, so it's ready. But I just drenched it in garlic, oil, and salt, and taco seasoning. And it came out so juicy last night, so I just made it the same way again. And okay for Chef Loki, y'all. Got the tortillas sizzling. We're going to enjoy another round of jalapeno fish feta tacos. And then for dinner, we're gonna have a Mexican fish bowl, which is going to be that fish right there with rice, zucchini, and I think that's it. Yeah, fish looks real good. Put some jalapenos on it, some feta cheese, and some cabbage. Y'all, this look even better than last night. Maybe it's just because of the lighting, but these look so pretty. I love that this meal plan allows me to have tortillas. You ain't getting my taco, Nico. So juicy. My collarbone's starting to stick out a little bit more. poured myself a nice, generous glass of a mimosa, y'all. I'm about to relax, watch Real Housewives of Potomac, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hair, cause girl, it needs it, honey. Good morning, you guys. I don't have my mic in right now because I gotta do a few things. Let me put my head wrap on. So my apologies if the audio isn't the best right now. But today's Sunday. I actually have not vlogged the entire week. I have been busy. I just finished wrapping up my juicing video that you guys have already seen. So I really like the thumbnail. I hope you guys like the thumbnail. I don't know yet. I guess I'll know after. I'm about to post it at noon, so it's like 11:15 right now. Today's Sunday. I'm just gonna have brunch today. I live in California. I live in the Bay Area. A lot of places are just open for outdoor seating. Like, I have not eaten indoors, and masks are required. They be taking your temp at the door. When I was in Napa the other week, they took our temp at the door, and we were pretty distanced from other people. I have not gotten sick. I actually do want to know if I'm asymptomatic or not, but I don't know anyone who has gotten sick. No one in my house has gotten sick, so I guess we have dodged the virus this far. Praise the Lord, praise Jesus, y'all. We've been in the house since March. It is now August. I think some people are gonna want to, just enjoy a meal outside, because on Twitter I'm seeing people really upset at people going out to eat. But you have to realize not everyone is living in a county where they have a lot of cases. Like, I was just in Napa the prior week, and there was only 8 cases total from March to August. Only 8 cases, or 8 deaths, I mean. So some counties and cities numbers are really small, so some people are just taking the risk to go out to eat. I'm one of those people. I've been in the house since March, so I'm gonna enjoy brunch today. Social distancing, of course, wearing my mask when it's needed. Anyways, let me put on my head wrap. Oh shit, let me not get too close to my candle. Anyways, this week was super, like, I had to do 2 sponsorships this week, and then edit this YouTube video, so I was just really busy. Woo! We did the Haas last sponsorship. I didn't even vlog that day, y'all. My apologies, but it was just a lot. I was stressed. I was trying to make sure that look came out perfecto, okay? And then I also did the Vesca Beauty sponsorship this week. And then I washed my hair. I have to show you guys. It's actually right there. I used the L'Oreal Elvive shampoo and conditioner this time, and it worked so good on my hair. Like, my hair, girl, I hadn't washed it in a month. I know, I said I was going to get better with that, but I really hadn't washed my hair in a month. Girl, it was matted. It was tangly. And the shampoo, first of all, shampoo never detangles my hair. Like, in fact, it makes it even worse. And so it's a lot of work to detangle it when I gotta put conditioner in it. But this L'Oreal Elvive, the shampoo, actually was detangling my hair as I was shampooing my scalp. I'm like, okay, everything was loosening up. I'm like, okay, girl. My hair was so easy to, like, do the lock method with this time. So I got this like a few months back when I was couponing at Walgreens, and I had a coupon for it. So it's the L'Oreal Elvive Dream Lengths. It worked really good on my hair, y'all. And it's affordable. It was only like 2 for $8. And then I had a $4 off coupon, so it was only $4. So I'm wearing my latest head wrap today, the Cotton Rainbow Fantasy Wrap. Everyone seems to really like it. I'm excited. And now I have to shop for my fall wrap. I don't know. A lot of people are asking for this kind of orange, so I'm really trying to find a really nice, beautiful orange. All right, head wrap is on. The only makeup I literally do on a regular ass day is my brows. That's all I'm doing. I don't really be wearing makeup in real life. And if I do, it's no makeup. But I don't feel like doing that today. So I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs up, put a little earring on, and that's it, y'all. Let's see if I can do this like while looking at my iPhone. So I just take Benefits 24-hour brow setter, coat my little brow hairs, and just, brush them in one direction. I really love like that scruffy, kind of fluffy, non-perfect brow look these days. Like so. It already looks more put together. Then this brow. I'm gonna wear some Desi high keys. Okay, I still need to, oh my gosh, I was literally on her site at 8:59 a.m. when she dropped her new sunglass line, Desi. Girl, I wanted the 2000s, the gold G15 gradient ones. They sold out before I could even press pay. That was so annoying. Oh my, I hate when that happens. But I did get Jackie's Forever Mood candles. And I was on that site like white on rice. I got the full set, which was 125 Zwelas. So I'm excited to see what they smell like. And then I just take precisely my brow. I can't do this in the camera because I can't really see. And I just, boom, create hair-like strokes. Only a few, not too many. Just a few. Well, that one don't need to be that long. Just a few, and accentuates it just a little beat. All right, boom. Like so. They look darker than they really are in this light. And then I'm just gonna put on my Chanel cut earrings. And then I'm probably just gonna gel down these baby hairs just a tad. Let me just take a little bit of this Ego Styler. A little dabby dab dab, okay? Boom, we got that little swoop. Woo! Boom, mash it on that side. And then, oh, put on some what lip gloss do I want to wear today? I have so many, y'all. Okay, we'll just wear this Rimmel London Stay Glossy. Put that on. I always get lip balm all over my whole damn face. All right. And this is how I look in real life. I'm late because I do makeup for content. When it comes to like real life, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to look presentable, but I don't feel like doing all the whole nine. Brows, a little bit of gloss, a little bit of earring, a little bit of swoop. Okay. Let me put on some sunscreen. Just gonna use my Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Mist. I've now just been spraying it on my hand because I just did my brows. So, and I'm just going to pat that in. I love how clear this is. There's no color. Put a little bit on my fingers. Just tap, 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 tap that into my forehead. Okay. Boom, and I'm ready for brunch, y'all. This sunscreen works really well under makeup. After it absorbs in, it works really well. Gives the skin a nice sheen as well. And because I'm not wearing any makeup, since I'm gonna be outside, it's so easy to reapply this one because it's clear. So shout out to Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Mist. You guys should try this. I actually do recommend this. This will probably go down as one of my 2020 beauty favorites. All right. I guess let me quickly show you guys what I've gotten in PR this week. So Makeup Forever, I can't believe they actually send me product now. Like, so cool. They sent me their Matte Velvet Skin Concealer collection or line, whatever line. It comes with a foundation, powder, and concealer. So boom, here we go. I love how they gave me a selection of concealers. I wish they gave me like 2-3-ish foundations to try, but it kind of looks like it'll be a match. And then a powder. So I need to do a full face of Makeup Forever. And then sometimes when brands reach out to me, they do ask me what I would like to try. So, you know, I told Makeup Forever, listen, do you guys remember this? The Flash palette. This was like the coveted product on makeup, on the makeup side of YouTube. Like, everyone was using this Flash palette, and it cost like $100. It was like expensive for people at the time. So when you saw people use this, you were like kind of envious, like you needed it. So I was like, you guys, they were like, oh my gosh, I don't know if we have the Flash palette in stock. And I was like, please, I would love the Flash palette. Here it is. You can use this for so many things. You can use this for face paint. You can use this as an eyeshadow base. You can use this for graphic liner. You can use this for your brows, to make colored brows. You can use this for so many things. You can use this for your body. Okay, so I was so excited that they sent me, or that they had one of these in stock. So. And then I got their new Reboot Foundation. I got the shade Y405. I don't know why I chose the shade, because they did ask me to choose a shade. I don't know why I chose it, because it's a little bit too light. It's like my winter shade. I'm gonna have to wait till the winter to use it. They sent me their lip booster, their light Velvet Air setting spray, their Mist and Fix setting spray, and then 2 of their Ultra HD concealers. So I need to do I need to do a full face of makeup forever. That'll probably be on my Instagram and my TikTok. I think that's all I received so far. Looks like it. Let's go ahead and go to brunch and enjoy the Sunday. After Miami's on, showing the shoe. Showing the shoe.
Home in the thing.
Oh, them look nice. Okay.
Quarantine.
Who's you? You look bald in that light.
I look bald.
Look like you had a receding hairline. A little breakfast in. Eggs, meat, potatoes. What you get?
The Loco Moco.
I thought you was gonna get jambalaya.
I was, but I was like, let's get a little
You already know
island.
they jambalaya trash.
Yeah. Cheers.
This looks good. Cheers. Sit. Eye contact. Eye contact. Okay, y'all. So now we at your house. I got. What did I get? I got the Hendrix Elderflower Tonic, and you got the Old Fashioned. Oh, he put on his Amazon shades, y'all. he wants y'all to know them his Amazon shades, okay?
Amazon.
Don't fuck with him in his Amazon shades, okay?
Come for me.
That's on period. That's not wet.
On prank.
We finna try Arby's, y'all. I ain't never tried it before. You tried it before?
I have. Let's just see what this do.
Never.
I don't even know what to order from here.
I know. Come on, let's just pull up.
You don't even look at the menu first on the phone?
I know. No, pull up on the menu, but don't pull up. You know? It looked like a Jack in the Box.
I pass by this place all the time.
I've never had Arby's in my life. I never had Long John Silver's either. Have y'all had Long Johns? You had Long Johns?
I don't even know how they still open.
I never had Arby's before ever in my life. Yeah, I know they have bus and curly fries.
Okay.
And the roast beef sandwich. That's how I know. And Arby's sauce. You know how Chick-fil-A has Chick-fil-A sauce? So we have to try the Arby's sauce.
So curly fries is mandatory.
We have new meals. Your favorite meal may have a new number.
Oh yeah. Oh, they line getting cracking. There's like 5 cars behind
Oh,
us.
they lined up? Okay, I don't know. I think I want the roast beef sandwich with a little curly fry. You feel me?
Okay.
I don't like nothing too crazy. I don't like... Ooh, you know where we gotta go?
What, baby?
Sonic.
Don't play with me. We'll go there right now.
Welcome, my face. One time, please.
All right, take your time, man. Thank you.
Beef and cheddar. Gyro. Oh, they have some interesting stuff on the menu. I've never seen this before in my life. French dip and Swiss. That sounds kind of bussin'. What's up? Don't honk at us. Don't honk at us. I know who the fuck beeped at us. That's why I don't know what the fuck Jack in the Box be sometimes. Like, what is it? You got egg rolls, you got tacos. Like, what are you trying to be? You have too many things on your menu. All right, y'all, we can eat our food. Ooh, yes, this is my French dip. What does Arby's sauce taste like? Let me test it on my finger. Oh, wait, right here. Well, I don't know what it tastes like, actually. I don't know.
What you feeling? Yeah, it is like A1 sauce. Vinegary for sure.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like fish?
I just don't like fish. I'm not a fish person.
Did you try this shit? Oh yeah, your breath smell like fish.
The chicken was the best.
Chicken was the best. We should have just got a McChicken.
Just went McDonald's? Okay, you guys, I'm going to end this vlog here. So I thank you for like pushing through with these kind of low quality audio having vlogs. I'm so sorry. It's just because I just have my phone right now. I don't have a vlogging camera as my old one, honey. She has renter course. I know I keep saying that. I said that at the end of the last vlog, but they will be better quality. I promise. I'm just working on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I don't even know, girl, how this damn vlog turned out. I guess when I go ahead and edit her, I will know. My face is getting... the way my face gets so chubby when I just fall off just a little bit. I fell off my little 6-week shred just a little bit, but we're gonna hop back on. I gotta go to the grocery store. I have to start working out. I'm going to do that. I'm just doing everything at my pace because... girl, where am I going? Where is the rush? So we're going to get ourselves back into a routine or just a new routine, create a new morning routine, a new morning habit. So working out can be a part of my morning. So we will begin to show that in the vlog, because like I said, I really want to try yoga and all of that. So we're going to get back on track. We fell off just a little bit, but that is okay. It is not the end of the world. I'm not going to beat myself up over it, because I wanted to treat myself to a little goody little meal. Okay? I was eating so bad. Oh my gosh. Arby's? Ooh, the food was trash. Oh my gosh. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. But if you are new here and it's the first time being on my channel and seeing my face, I would love to see you in the next one. Subscribe to my channel and join me and the Honey Sunny. And until next time, always remember to serve, honey. And I will see y'all next Sunday. Bye.